Picking up from where we left off yesterday or the other day, we want to learn now how to factor by grouping. So for example, let's say we have x squared times the quantity x minus 1 minus 9 the quantity x minus 1. So notice here that the first two terms each have an x minus 1. So what I can do is I can take that x minus 1 out, and I have it here. And then afterwards, I combine the x squared and the minus 9. That's why I have here x squared minus 9. Now, going back to the other unit, you should remember that x squared minus 9 is the same thing as x squared minus 3 squared. And back in our previous unit, x squared minus 3 squared is the same thing as x plus 3 times x minus 3, or x minus 3 times x plus 3. And of course, this x minus 1 is still there. Therefore, the final answer for our problem is x minus 3 times x plus 3 times x minus 1. Now let's say we have x cubed minus 2x squared minus 16x plus 32. For this one, what we need to do is that whenever you have these four terms, 1, 2, 3, 4, you want to try to group them by 2's. So we group the first two, and then we group the second two. Okay, I rewrite this as plus times the quantity negative 6x plus 32 for the second half. Now, we learned in the previous section how to factor out the common monomial. So x cubed minus 2x squared, they each term here has an x squared. There's two x's in them, so we can take those out. And similarly here, the common monomial here is, or the GCF here is negative 16. So taking those out, taking the x squared and the negative 16, look what happens inside the parentheses. We now have x minus 2 in them. And therefore, using our previous example, taking that x minus 2 out, I have it here. I will be left with x squared plus negative 16, or x squared minus 16, because I need to combine those. Now, this again is just something that we've learned in the previous unit. X squared minus 16 is the same thing as x squared minus 4 squared. And therefore, that will be x minus 4, x plus 4. And of course, our x minus 2 is still there. Thus, x cubed minus 2x squared minus 16x plus 32 is just equal to the quantity x minus 4 times the quantity x plus 4 times the quantity x minus 2.